Yesterday I unboxed my black Apple Watch Ultra 2 and I've been testing it against the original Apple Watch Ultra to see if it's really much better. When Apple announced that it could handle on-device Siri requests, I was actually really excited because I think the Apple Watch is most useful when it can handle something quicker than pulling your phone out and doing it on your phone. But I heard rumours it would be coming in black, so I held out until they finally launched it. So now that it's finally in my hands, or rather on my wrist, let's see if it's really much more convenient. Let's start by asking it a few simple questions. Tell me a joke.
How do you make a dad joke? It's easy. The real question is, how do you make him stop?
Terrible joke as always, but never mind. Even the time between me pressing digital crown and it getting the vibration that it was ready to receive my request was quite slow then. Tell me a joke.
I was so late to the cannibal banquet. They just gave me the cold shoulder.
Instant. Now let's try an Apple Home request, which is one of the most common things I do on my Apple Watch and is really quick on my phone because it handles the request locally and then all it has to do is a little bit of network access in order to actually fulfill the request. And this is the reason that I tend to use my phone over my HomePods now, because they are just awfully slow now. It's time for work.
It's time for work coming up.
So it took a moment to process the request and then took a moment to actually do it. Now let's try on the Ultra 2. It's time to record.
It's time to record coming up.
Both still took a moment, but still felt overall like a quicker experience. So that's comparing basic requests using Siri on both watches. But the other thing that makes the Apple Watch Ultra 2 more convenient is this double tap gesture. Double tap is a really useful gesture because it allows you to one-handedly trigger something on screen, whatever that main button is in that context. So if you have a timer going, you can stop it, or even if you're just on the watch face, you can view the Siri Smart Stack, which occasionally shows you something useful, like if you've got a timer running. And if you're like cooking and you've got messy hands, it's really useful to be able to just do that and see the timer. So on my Ultra, I would have had to woken the screen and swiped up with my nose or my other hand in order to get the Smart Stack up. But if I wake the screen on my Ultra 2, simply do that, it brings up my Smart Stack. And you can even then select the first item, which is what I've got it selected to do, or you can advance through the list if you've got it set up to do that instead. So that's all for now. In my first day of testing, not even that, I found a few good differences that make the Apple Watch 2 really stand out from the Ultra. If you've got any more things that you'd like me to test between the two before I trade this one in, let me know down in the comments, and remember, home is where the smart is.